Okay, so here I'm going to back up just a little bit because I noticed my video had stopped recording, so I'm not sure what all you guys got. So let me just back up and review just a hair here. So here with what I did is I constrained horizontally and vertically the midpoints of these two lines to my origin, and then now I have to dimension this. So once again, I'm going to dimension this line here from there to there, and dimension that at 0.75. I'm going to dimension the bottom line from here to here, and dimension that at 1.5. So there's that, looking good. It's finished. I'm going to go ahead and finish my sketch, and extrude. I'm going to extrude this again as typical, both ways, and extrude this at 0.25. Looks good, looks great. Let's go ahead and set the material to this. Oh, let's see. I want something that's going to contrast to others. I think oak is going to contrast because my other one's not oak. So I'm going to put that to an oak. I'm going to go ahead and save this part. File, save. And save this as, guess it, -4. Page 81 top A -4. So we're going to save. You're going to go ahead and go back to your assembly. And you're going to place that in your assembly. So we're going to go place. And place in my part 4 into the assembly. There, looking good. And now let's go ahead and constrain that. That looks too big. Let's hope I got it the right size. Now this one is going to actually matter. I cannot constrain this face to here, or it's going to be on there backwards. Actually, I have to flip this around and mate this back side of it to right there. And that looks pretty good. We're going to apply that. I'm going to actually go ahead and pull this up off the surface. I'm going to constrain now the face there, rotate it around to there, apply that, and once again I'm going to constrain that one to there and mate. Alright, so there, we got that part in there. That's looking pretty good, and now I need to make my 5th part. Now what I will say here, I just realized this the way I'm making this. You could actually use this exact part flipped around upside down on top of here and here. But I told you in the beginning, I want you to have 5 separate parts. So I don't want you to put this part on there again. I want you to make another part. Even though this part and the other part is going to be identical, that is what it is. So let's go ahead and go File and New. And my new part file, standard IPT. And we're going to start our new sketch. We're going to again do it on this front plane. Now with this one, it's going to be a part that looks just the opposite of my last one. So it's going to have what? A straight line here, a straight line on the top, and an angle that goes across like that. We're once again going to horizontally and vertically constrain this. So midpoint to the midpoint. Or midpoint to the origin, and midpoint to my origin, and then let's go ahead and dimension this. We're going to dimension the top line again at 1.5. Going to dimension your side line at 0.75, and it should be fully black. Go ahead and finish your sketch. Extrude this. Extrude it both ways. And once again at 1/4 inch. And let's set this to a different material. Let's see. I'm not going to make this one wood. I'm just going to make this one. Our other one was white or black. I'm going to make this one white. There we go. Looks good. I'm going to go File, Save. Save this as a -5 part. And now let's go to our assembly and put this together. We're going to place that part on my assembly and constrain that in there. Once again, I can't click this surface of it and constrain it. It'll be on there backwards. So I'm going to have to flip this around. Go my back side of it there to there is great. Apply that. And then I'll probably just switch off and do a flush. I'm going to go ahead and flush this side to here. And flush the top of it to there. Apply that. Let's take a look at this and see what it looks like. So there is my little block created with my 5 different parts on that. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. This one is done. You're going to go ahead and file and go save on the assembly. Now notice nothing shows up here because you're saving your first assembly. All the rest of those are part files. I do want to double check, make sure I'm putting it in the right place, which is the CAD 102 Inventor practice folder is where I'm putting it, and that is the correct place. You're going to save this as P-81-Assembly. P-81-Assembly, and click on Save. Go yes to all, and OK. And that just saved that there, looking great. All right, that's it on that one. And now we're going to go on with what you're doing next. Okay, so from here, for your next steps, what I want you to do is look at your book on page 81 and decide what one you're going to do next on your own. Or I should say, what ones you're going to do next on your own. So, I want you to choose between letters B, C, G, K, M, N, or P, and create those drawings. So as your first step, you're going to go in there, and as the first part of it, just the way we did this first part of letter A, same way you did part A, you're going to create that part as a part file. So whether it's B or P or anything in between, you're going to create that as a part file, as one part. Then from there, just as we did here, you're going to create parts 2, 3, 4, and 5, creates part 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then assemble it together just as we did in this assembly. So if you're really getting this, do one of the little bit more challenging ones. Maybe do P or M or N. If you're still struggling with this a little bit, do letter B. Letter B is very similar to what you did, or letter C. Now remember on these, on this first one, on part A, it was one extrusion and then one extrusion here. And that's it. If you do ones like letter C, maybe on letter C, your second extrusion, you're actually going to subtract and make a little cut back in it. Or if you do letter P, you might have to do some subtractions on there. So remember, when you extrude on this extrusion 2 or 3 or however many extrusions it takes, you don't have to just add to it. You can actually subtract from it. So just remember that. All right, now next, on those letters that I just gave you to do, all those exact same letters are listed in your objective for the day, where you find the links to the videos, so you don't have to remember which ones I said by calling out those. You can do that by looking at the objectives. I want you to do 2 more of these. I don't expect you to get done with this one and the other 2 today, but you may with us being blocked together. So some of you may get it done, some of you may not, and there you go. If you get done with everything, then what I want you to do is look at the last assignment you just did, and some of you have not turned that in yet. So look at that last assignment. Remember, you should have uploaded it to Student View, and that should have been, oh, I don't even remember what the name of it was. The last assignment you uploaded to Student View. Let me check the name for you. Now I remember it. Is the ring images. The one where you should have had the 4 images of your ring on the Word document. Not everybody got those done, or got them turned in at least. So make sure you get that ring images Word document uploaded to Student View so I can give you a grade on that. All right, there you go. Good luck and have a great day.